Council has just moments ago unanimously approved new sanctions against North Korea. The North Koreans are threatening the U.S. with severe retaliation already. Correspondent David Lee Miller is at the UN tonight. Good evening, David Lee.
Brett, the meeting of the Security Council is still in session. We have a live picture right now. You can see the UN ambassador from Japan is speaking. The vote, as you mentioned, was unanimous on this UN-sponsored resolution calling for more sanctions against North Korea unless it halts its nuclear program. This now is the 8th round of sanctions. The U.S. UN ambassador said that with previous resolutions, North Korea exports are now curtailed some 90%. She said this resolution would not have passed if not for the close relationship between President Trump and the Chinese president. She also said the U.S. is not looking for war. Here's more of what the U.S. UN ambassador had to say.
Today we are saying the world will never accept a nuclear-armed North Korea. And today the Security Council is saying that if the North Korean regime does not halt its nuclear program, we will act to stop it ourselves.
Now, this resolution is a significantly watered-down version of an earlier draft. That draft called for freezing the assets and a travel ban on Kim Jong-un. It also called for halting all oil sales to North Korea. That is now out. The new version restricts how much refined oil and crude that member states can sell to North Korea. The resolution also targets Pyongyang's pocketbook, halting the export of all textiles. This weekend, Kim Jong-un held a banquet to honor those who helped make his country a nuclear power. And today, the country's foreign ministry issued a statement lashing out at the U.S. for sponsoring the latest resolution, saying in part, and I quote, "In case the U.S. eventually does rig up the illegal and unlawful resolution on harsher sanctions, the DPRK, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, shall make absolutely sure that the U.S. pays a due price." South Korea's foreign minister also weighing in today, accusing the North of following a reckless path following the 6th nuclear test blast. Tomorrow, Brett, U.S. Marines are expected to hold a joint live-fire exercise with South Korean military. Brett, back to you.
David Lee Miller, live outside the UN. David Lee, thank you. U.S. officials saying those sanctions watered down in part to keep China and Russia on board.